Alright, so OBS is telling me that it's live this time and things are happening in YouTube. Had a right meg setting up this live stream. It was all working fine yesterday and then come to do a live stream, your first ever live stream as well, and then it just doesn't work. So hopefully it's working now and we can carry on with the live stream, which is a live stream of a new mission that I've written for Arma 3. So let's just double check everything looks like it's working. Seems to be doing stuff. So let's get on with it. Right, okay, so let's fire up the mission then. So this is Radboogie's Helo Support Altis, which is a scenario that I wrote for Arma 3. This is helicopter logistics. We'll just kick that off and see if that will load. Seems to be doing things. And so check that everything seems to be working all right. All right, so here we are. So let me just see if we've got any audio on the game.
All elements be advised. Tasking to follow.
Here we go. All right.
Boots on the ground
So
immediate air support.
This mission,
mission,
basically, I got really into playing the Helo multiplayer games in with the Helo's DLC, helicopter DLC. There's a load of multiplayer helicopter logistics support missions, and I got really into playing those, but I only play single player. I very rarely play multiplayer. So what I got into was playing the Helo support missions in multiplayer, but just me, and the game balance was so geared towards like going up against 4 human players that it was just overwhelming for a single person. So I could kind of beat the missions, but it was really intense and really hard work. So I thought, well, what I'll do, I'll port these missions over to single player, which is what we're looking at here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play through the mission, show you what we got, show you what I've done, talk a little bit about it, just spark up my helicopter a minute. And oops, yeah, need to no, can't see a thing in that. No, that's not going to work. No. Yeah, so I thought I'd basically show you what I've been coding, because there's a lot of scripting that's gone into this, and I thought I'd show you the gameplay in a live stream, and we'll see where we go. So, as I say, this is helicopter logistics support, really, this mission. So if you're not familiar with that, the idea is that you have to basically fly helicopters, and you have to help out all the ground troops to go and win the battle, basically. And really it's kind of capture the flag. That's the idea. So if we hop over to the map, you can see we've got these various flags here, 6 of them. Better come back before I crash. And the idea is that if you cap all the flags, you'll bleed your enemy's tickets away. And if you look over on the right hand side, you can see you've got 350 in a little blue badge and 350 in a little red badge, and those are the tickets for each side. You play NATO, which is blue 4, and Op 4 is red. They're the bad guys, and if you capture all 6 of the flags, basically that'll start to wear down their tickets really fast, and the first person to get the 0 tickets is the loser. So let me just I'm just going to come over and pick up a jeep. So that's the idea, really, is to sort of dominate the map. Now, because it's quite a big map and you've got fairly limited forces, the idea really is you need to get your troops to their objectives as fast as you can. And that's basically the key to winning. Now, the way you can do that, you can either pick up the troops and transport them. So let me get this underway. To a point it's not going to crash. If we go back to the map, you'll see we've got troops here that are starting to request transport. Oops, sounded bad. What was that? No idea. Oh, hello, someone's been shot at. Right. Yeah, so your ground troops on your side will request transports, and that was close. And you can actually pick them up in your helicopter, and you can take them where they want to go. Or, as it happens, down by the harbour, we've got these prowlers that will spawn, unarmoured prowlers, and you can pick them up and you can bring them closer to where your troops are. So let's just drop this off here. Let's press B to release the old sling load for that. And what should happen now is some of our troops should spot that prowler and go and steal it, basically, and they can get to their objectives faster. Like I said, the idea of the game, if you go back to here and look at the flags, the idea really is to dominate these flags, and in order to do that you need to get your troops to them, and as it is on this level, there are no sort of spawned vehicles. The only vehicles are the ones that you basically provide, and what we've got down here at the harbour is a source of vehicles. So what I'm doing at the minute, I mean, there's lots of ways to play this, but at the moment I'm just ferrying some vehicles up to the front line so our troops can hop in the vehicles and they can get themselves up to their objectives nice and quickly. So what we'll do, we'll come and get another vehicle. Now, this is part of the game I've scripted myself. With the multiplayer game, this sort of wasn't in it really, so I've written this myself, I've scripted this, coded this, whatever. Not really good at flying helicopters, even though it's quite good fun. Let me just get over the Jeep. So we'll pick that. Now if I pick this up, if you watch that little warehouse in the front there, what will happen is the Jeep will get replaced from there. So when you pick up a Jeep, another one will come out with a driver, and he's going to drop the Jeep off there, and he'll get out, and then he'll go off and have a cup of tea, I expect. That's probably what I would do. So let's head over and deliver another vehicle, and then we'll have a look at some of the other stuff. So you can see on there, on the map it said, on the screen it said E-Colony checkpoint captured by enemy forces. Well, we'll see about that. We'll go and sort them out in a minute. So down there on the sort of right, you can see some troops sort of heading off. So if I drop them down a vehicle, that's going to help them on their way. And really, that's the name of the game of the mission. The mission really is getting your troops to the front. And doing that helps you cap the flags, or helps them cap the flags. Oops, I didn't squash one of them then. And getting them to the front is going to help you to win the war. So let's have a quick look on the map. We haven't got too many requesting stuff at the moment, so we'll just ferry a few more Jeeps over. So we'll fly over there, we'll grab ourselves another prowler. Now you notice these prowlers are unarmed, they don't have guns, and that sort of they're basically just transport, so they're not going to give your guys any offensive capability, but you can actually win bonus points in this. You can accrue what's called war effort, and if you build up enough war effort you'll get bonus drops. Now that was something that was in the original multiplayer game, was sort of reward systems and you would earn things, but that didn't work in single player, so I had to basically replace that with my own system, which is a lot of fun because it meant I could basically code my own reward system, and we'll see more of that in a little bit. But let me just get this vehicle over, then we'll maybe see if we can pick some up. Now I noticed on the map one of the units was asking for a supply drop. He's over there now, you see that little ammo symbol, so that's one of the squads is asking for some ammo or biscuits or whatever they're short on. So what we'll do is we'll do a repair mission, we'll do a supply mission, not a repair mission. You can do repair missions in this actually. I'll show you one of them in a bit as well. They're quite cool. So let's just drop this off. Then what we'll do is we'll grab some supplies from the base, drop this off without sort of blowing it up or anything. There we go. Now over to the right, we've got some supply crates you can see just in front of us on the right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and pick up one of those, because you can actually earn war effort, in other words bonus points, for dropping off supply crates. So let's get down in here and we'll hook up a crate. There we go. Are we ready? Yeah, we go. Right, so let's see if we can pick up a crate without drifting off too much. Alright, so we've got some supplies. We'll hop to the map, and then if we click on here we can assign ourselves to that mission, and you can see it show up on the screen. So let's head over there and we'll drop off the supplies to them. Now doing missions like this kind of it all adds up to you performing well in the mission, and the better you do, the more likely you are to win. And the reason for that is the reward system. So the better you play, the more rewards you'll earn, which gives you an advantage. And doing things like dropping supplies off, that actually earns you war effort there. So let's just see if we can drop this off. See where the soldiers are. Have they cancelled it? Have they cancelled their supply request? Hang on, let me just check. Oh no, I'm just flying in the wrong direction. Oh, it's underneath me. Right, okay. It's all right. I do know how to play this, honestly. I have played this somewhat, so I just make myself look incompetent. So what I'm trying to do is just sort of get down so I can see where they are roughly, because I want to drop it fairly close. I think you've got to be within 100 metres for them to pick it up. So, and also what I don't want to do is like drop this off and it roll down the hill. That would be a bit of a shame. So I'm just going to sort of creep up on them here and see if I can get this dropped somewhere close. I'll probably do. Let's try that. So I'll drop that off. And hopefully they'll acknowledge that. They'll find the supplies.
Boots on the ground reporting
There we go.
successful delivery.
So if you look down in the bottom right now, you'll see there's a green progress bar has appeared. Excuse me. And that's our war effort. That's the war effort points that you can earn by doing good things, do good deeds, you know, karma and all that. And when that gets full up, you'll actually get like a bonus thing will happen, and that could be like an airdrop of a armed vehicle, or it could be a CAS strike from a Helo, or from ground attack planes. That can happen. So let me see what I'm doing, because I've got no clue what I'm up to now. Let's go and pick these guys up. So I'll assign myself to these guys over here. Now let's. Our guys are laying some fire down somewhere, so let's just go and have a look at that, because you can actually earn reward points for shooting enemies as well. So if you or your crew members shoot at enemies, you can win points for that. Talking of which, I'm looking at our tickets. You see our tickets are starting to go down a bit now, because the enemies have got 4 flags and we've only got 1. Where are those? God, I don't know where they were shooting from, those guys. They seem to have hid. I guess I would do that if a dirty great big Helo flew over towards me with some miniguns, but there you go. So let's get back to our squads. I'm playing a bit slowly here, and we'll go and see if we can pick these guys up. You always got to be careful here of the pylons. They're a bit of a laugh when you fly into a pylon. So I say a bit of a laugh. Disaster is probably the word. So let's just see if we can get down onto these guys here. And you always want to sort of like be careful where you land. It's just very easy to land with your rotor blades touching a tree or something like that. So let's see if I can just put down here. Again, I think if you put down within about 100 metres of them, they should get in the Helo. Oh, that's a bit rickety.
Be advised, ground forces are boarding your helicopter.
Oh, that's cool. Right, so the ground forces are boarding the helicopter now, so we have to wait for them to get in. And in the bottom right, you see there's like a loading progress bar that will go up as they get in. Sometimes they're not that quick. They can get a bit lazy. They sort of seem to think they've got all day to get in your helicopter. So it takes a little while, you know, you can admire the scenery, or do a crossword puzzle, something like that. Have a little drink, whatever. So you can see the progress bar going up, and they're sort of like probably a quarter loaded now, 1/5 maybe, whatever. There we go. We got some hustle. Let's wait for the commander wherever he is. Oh, he's a bit slow because he's got a great big anti-tank weapon, so that's probably bogging him down a little bit. In you get, mate.
Ground forces are on board. You are clear for takeoff.
All right, we're clear for takeoff, and now they'll tell us where they want to go, which is over here, 2.8 kilometres away. So we'll fly over there. We put gear up if we like. It doesn't. I don't know if it does much. I don't know if it actually makes you go any faster. If you know that, let me know in the comments, because I think it looks good. You know, I like to put the wheels up. It makes me feel like I'm sort of doing stuff. So we'll put the wheels up. I don't always do that. So Op4 have taken checkpoint A. So we're kind of lagging a bit here. So we're going to need to sort of get some troops to the front and score some points and see if we can bring in some support. The game balance I went for with this is it's quite harsh. I can win maybe 50% of the time, and you know, you have to play quite a good game to win it, which is kind of what you want. You don't want it to be too easy, you know. But if you want to download the mission, there's a link in the description, so you can download it from Steam Workshop and you can give it a go and let me know what you think via any channel. You can let me know in the comments. You can we've got a Discord that will be a link to, and you can comment here. Just let me know on the video, whatever. So if you think the game balance is way off, let me know what you think about that. If it's too easy, let me know, and I can look at modding it to change it. So with touchdown, again, it's always easy just to like blow up on touchdown. So take it quite gently. There you go. See, look, I've already damaged the engine and chipped all the paintwork on it as well. That's no good, is it? Anyway, if you watch the progress bar on the bottom right, you should see that go up.
Armored support is inbound. Out.
Cool, right, so let's go back to base and we'll get repaired. And that's an armed vehicle. I say armed, not armoured. It'll bring us in an armed prowler. It'll get airdropped. If we go to the map, we should be able to see where on the map. There we go, vehicle drops a marker. So it's going to get dropped. Where are we? We're over here. So off to our sort of front left, we should see an airdrop coming in. Our gun is opening up on someone there. Again, that's all good news if you can shoot some bad guys. Whoa, that was close. What? Have a care, old chap. Blimey. Nearly had my wing mirrors off. There he goes. Right, so he's going to go off and he's going to drop the vehicle for us at some point. There we go. So he's dropped the vehicle for the ground units and they can go and then grab that vehicle and hopefully get to their destination. So I'm going to come in here and do a really, really bad landing. I'm way too high and because I spent too much time talking probably, isn't it? So we're just going to sort of lazily come down to the repair pad. Now there's a helicopter repair pad and there's a helicopter medic pad and there's also a vehicle repair pad. That cross, the circle with the cross, that's vehicle repair. I say we'll probably play around with that in a little while. And with the repair pad, obviously you can come in and you can repair your helicopter. And that's sort of something that's built into the original multiplayer version of this. But I've written my own for this because I thought theirs was a little bit boring. So I've sort of put a bit more animation in here. Now, you'll see that in a minute. When we come into land, hopefully this guy won't just like... He's going to walk underneath, isn't he? What an awkward bloke, honestly. Taking your squad through the middle of a landing helicopter. Right, okay, there's a gap. Let's go for it. There we go. So we're on the ground, and now you should see like the repair. Is that a word? No, it's not. You see the repair crew, and they're sort of doing repair movements. Now, okay, at the moment they're kind of repairing in the wrong direction for some reason. That's kind of Arma 3 for you. The scripting is a bit squiffy at times. But they had a bit of ambience, you know. They kind of they're meant to come in and do things and, you know, look like they're refueling, and then when you're good to go, you should get like a salute from the guy in yellow. There he goes. He's saluting the wrong way. I think I must have annoyed him at some point, so he's turned his back on me. So anyway, our helicopter's all nice and fixed now. So what are we going to do next? Let's have a quick look. Let's go to the map and see. Oh, look at that. So we've got loads of guys needing transport now. So let's just transport loads of guys to the front. So we're bleeding tickets now. We're on 314. Although saying that, we've captured 3 sectors, so we're not doing too badly, really. But let's transport troops. Let's not land on the troops. That's bad if that happens. You don't want to be... No, look, just... They... Oh, man. There must be some YouTube challenge, like get run over by a twin-rotor helicopter challenge or something. Look, just... Right. Alright, let's just... So we land, not on a wall, hopefully.
Are boarding your helicopter.
Right.
Stand by for
okay. That could have been a lot worse. So, let's wait for them to get in. Come on, guys. I'll open the ramp for you.
Any
Open the ramp.
available air elements, we have ground forces
There we go.
requesting transport.
Even open the ramp for you. Make life easy. In you get. In you get. Where do you want to go? Where are we heading to today?
Be advised, ground forces are reporting ready for takeoff.
Right. Close the ramp before they all start falling out the back. Oh, straight forward, 2.2 kilometres. So yeah, as I say, we'll see if we can rack up some points and hopefully get in some air support, which will hammer the enemy back a bit. Oh, that's cool. We've got Corona checkpoint as well. So still only got 3. We need to dominate. You know, we need to get up to more than 3 if we're going to have a fighting chance with this. All right. So let's fly into checkpoint B. Now, the reason I use the this helicopter, I keep wanting to call this a Chinook, because it kind of is a Chinook really, but I noticed like with Arma 3, and I only recently noticed this, and I've got about 1,000 hours in the game, and I've only just really noticed that most of the vehicles are kind of made up. They're not real vehicles. They look a lot like them. So this is not a Chinook, this is a Huron. I still call it a Chinook. And you've got like the one that isn't a Black Hawk, the not a Black Hawk is, I think it's a Ghost Hawk. And so on, and things like I say, the ground attack planes. You've got the not an A10 Thunderbolt, not a Warthog, is what do they call it, Wipeout, I think that's called. So because my memory's not very good, I might end up referring to this as like not a Chinook if I forget what it's actually meant to be called. So let's take our not a Chinook and see where we're at now. So generally what you want to do, we've got some. Oh yeah, we've got our armed prowler there with the guy on the machine guns. Hopefully he's going to go and hammer a few bad guys with that. That'll be really handy. So have a look at the map, see what we've got. You also want to look out for like high value missions, like supply missions, things like that. Supply missions pay a lot more than transport missions. I forget the exact number, but supply mission is worth a lot more than one transport mission. And the mission you really want to get onto if you get one is a medivac. So if you get a call for medevac, basically one medevac mission is one instant bonus close air support or whatever. So well worth doing with those. In the original multiplayer game, the sort of official Bohemia multiplayer helicopter support missions, medevacs and supply missions aren't the same as any other. I think there you just get 4 of any successful mission and you get a bonus. The trouble with that was the medevacs, often they take quite a long time to do. You don't really earn any strategic bonus from it because the soldier that you rescue doesn't sort of come back, really annoyed and angry and sort of, wanting vengeance. He just kind of disappears somewhere. And you're better off just doing supply missions. So what I thought I'd do in this version of it is like make the medevac a lot more valuable. And I must admit, I find that when I see a medevac come up now, I head straight for it because I know I'm going to get a bonus off it. So that's all balanced quite well. And as I say, supply missions don't earn you quite as much. You do get CAS missions in this as well. You get called for close air support against enemy vehicles. I don't tend to fly those myself, but that's the thing with this game, you can play it any way you like. You don't have to play it one set way. There's lots of ways to approach it.
All ground forces reporting ready for takeoff.
So here we go. Where are we going today? Over here. So that'll be checkpoint C, not checkpoint C. That'll be the Ifronia substation, sector C. That's good. We've got 4 flags now, so they're still ahead. It's neck and neck at the moment. It's anybody's game. So we're still in with a shout here. So if we can rack up some more points. And we can rack up some more points and we can then call in some airstrikes and things like that, then I reckon we're getting on the back foot, I reckon we could be in with a shout. So let's fly over this hill. This is quite a good map actually, this one, because I played quite a lot on the multiplayer Stratus map, and that's just hills, that's just all hill. And you just crash a lot because there's just nowhere flat to land really on that. This is quite nice because you've got the hills between you and where the enemies are generally.
Update. Ground forces no
make sure
longer
there's no
in
bad
need
guys
transport.
lurking there. And out here it's sort of open plains, so you get a bit of both if you're not too sort of hot on landing helicopters. This isn't too bad. Looks like there's a load of our guys down here already on this one. So let's set down here again and say just sort of set down gently. The favourite thing is to land on a rock. Well, you remember last time we were here, I broke the engine. Oh, we've got a medevac request. Where's that? We've got medevac request out here, so let's go for that because that's a real earner. So let's see if we can get out there. Wherever he is, there he is, 1.9 kilometres away. Now you might notice as well that the frame rate is quite low on this. We're hitting about 22 frames a second, and I've got quite a powerful rig here. I'm running a AMD 5950X 16-core processor. I've got 64 gigs of RAM. I've got a Radeon 6800 XT, and the game sort of still runs like Arma 3. Arma 3 ever runs very fast, really. Part of that, I think, is because this is a load of like multiplayer modules from Bohemia that I've sort of put into a single player game and added loads of extra stuff. And I think because it's optimised probably for multiplayer, it just doesn't play well in single player. So if we get enough people into this mission, if you play this mission, you like it, and you want to you want to see it developed, then what I'll probably do is rewrite some of the modules myself. Let me just turn around so I can get a gunner facing. We're taking some shots here, so let me see if I can get between our wounded guy and the bad guys. And oh, who's that? Someone died then. Oh, that's not good. Someone cancelled the medevac. This guy's still going on, so let's see if we can actually get landed and pick him up.
Be advised, ground forces are boarding your helicopter.
There we go, chap. In you get. So what I'll do, I'm going to turn around actually, give him a shorter route to the back door of the Helo. Go on, mate. In you get. Go on. No, don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going. That's it. Come on. You can do it. That's it. In you go. Let us look. We'll do the shooting. You just get inside. We'll get you back to matron. Come on. That's it. In you go. In you go. Go on. Go on.
Ground forces are on board. You are clear for takeoff.
So let's get back to base. So yeah, like I said, if if anyone else is into playing this as a mission, then we can look at rewriting some of the modules and boosting the performance. Most of the performance here comes from the number of AIs. There's just a lot of AI characters in this. Not a huge, it's not an insane amount, but I just think that I think it's the number of AIs that's basically slowing the game down. So it could be that they've got all kinds of multiplayer things attached to them that they're doing that's slowing it down. I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter too much because, I mean, let's face it, flying a helicopter like this is pretty slow. I don't need 60 frames a second to be able to fly this particularly. So well, that's my excuse anyway. So let's see if we can get in land. I've done it again. I've come in way too high. And this is not a Chinook is quite a pig. You can't really sort of throw it round, and do J-turns and all that very easily. I mean, you probably could. I'm sure someone could like ninja this and show me how it's done, but you just have to put up with my driving this like it's a taxi, But anyway, slow and steady wins the race. You need to get there in one piece and all that sort of stuff, Let's see if we can get down, because we'll get a big fat bonus if we do this. We're already almost up to full war effort, so if we do this, we'll instantly get a reward. And we're almost on the verge of another reward straight away. Plus,
all elements, armored support is inbound.
there we go. So we've got another armed vehicle going to be airdropped. Let's see where that's going to go on the map. Oh, here we go, right in the middle here. So they're going to receive a vehicle. It's pretty cool. Is that two? Oh, we got two. So we hit. Yeah, so we've got two vehicle airdrops out of that, armed vehicles as well, so they're quite handy for malleting the enemy with. And the reason for that is you also get you'll get war effort points for landing and healing your crew. So that's a bonus as well. And you'll get war effort for repairing. If you've got a certain amount of damage, then you can also get brownie points for that too. So lots of ways to earn in this game. Basically, as I say, you get rewarded for good behaviour, so that's the idea of it. Right. Guy over there, let's go and get them. They're over on a bit of a limb over there. Got a frame rate dip there, 17 frames a second. That's pretty painful. We'll work on that. I'm sure we can improve that. There we go. That's cool. There are two of them flying over. That's two, not a V22 Osprey there. Definitely not those. I can't remember what they're called in the game. Blackfoot, is it?
Be advised, ground forces reporting negative on that transport request.
Yeah, I don't know. Right, let's see if we can get down in front of these guys. Find somewhere fairly flat to land. Don't want to land on a wall. That's a good way to puncture your fuel tanks. So down here should be good. There we go. Always a bit iffy landing on a hill. If they ignore you, then often rotating like that will actually sort of urge them to get in. So I think sometimes it doesn't detect that you're landed and flat, so they're a bit nervous sometimes. We're winning by 2 points, so we have 278 tickets to their 276, so we're winning, but only just. So hopefully those two armed vehicles are going to help out, because not only can our guys get to the front in those, they can travel fast, but they can also put some fire down on the enemies as well, and hopefully keep them hunkering in their trenches or whatever they do. Alright, so just wait for these guys. Another opportunity for a bit of a beverage. Are we in yet? Where's the last guy? Sometimes... Oh, here we go. Right, let's get up. Crash into the hill. And, okay, we're heading over here this time. So this will be checkpoint A. I keep calling them checkpoints. They're not checkpoints. They're sectors. So sector A we'll head to now. And you see they've captured sector C, so that's not so good. We're kind of on the back foot here. We're playing catch up. So what we need is to get a lot more of our soldiers to the front, which is what we're doing. You know, that's exactly what we're doing now. We're gonna... Oh, we've captured F. That's good. That's far behind enemy lines. Sector F. That's right over here. Right, bringing it really home to. Oh, there's a medivac request over there. Oh. Yeah, okay, we'll get on that medivac and still going in a minute, because that's always good for a bit of a bonus point or two. So we'll come in here and land. Oh, just don't want to hit that tree particularly. Oh, they've got an enemy jeep there, so I'll see if I can land before we get shot at. Not doing too bad. I haven't died yet, which is quite good. So I'm just going to turn around to get guns on that. Now we're taking fire. That's not so good. I reckon we're going to die now. I'm taking a gamble and going to try and get in and land. But yeah, there we go. It always amazes me with this game that you've got like a jeep with some soldiers with rifles in it, and I've got a helicopter, 2 miniguns, and I usually lose. I think these. Oh, well, that was exciting, wasn't it? So we just have to wait for the helicopter to respawn now. This is this sort of thing screen here. This is again part of the sort of built-in multiplayer respawning code, and that was a bit of a laugh trying to get that kind of grafted into a single-player game, because a single player doesn't really have much of a respawn system. It kind of does, but it doesn't work with the multiplayer sort of support module stuff. So that was quite fun trying to code that. And so what happens when you die in this, you basically sort of teleport straight to the respawn point. It's alright, it works quite well. You're not out of the game for too long, you know, but actually it's oh no, we haven't got any missions up. But yeah, it's another little sort of like thing that's quite tricky to graft in with the code. Good fun though, you know, good fun coding Arma 3 missions using SQF scripting. So let's see what missions we've got. We've still got Medivac. Let's see if we can get over to that, because as I say, they're very lucrative. This frame rate's killing me a little bit. Ah, he's died. The Medivac guy, he didn't last. I guess he was asking a bit much. What about a plain old transport mission then? See if we can do one of those. We've got some guys down here actually. I just noticed them go under the helo. See if I can land and entice them in without having to like fly off any further. I haven't got them set as a task, but that should be alright. That shouldn't matter too much. So,
be advised, ground forces have initiated boarding. Stand by.
There we go, that's cool. Oh, we've got a resupply mission as well. So what we could do, let's see where that is. There's a resupply out there. So what we can do is we can be a bit sort of cunning with that. And what we can do is we can go and grab a crate, and then we can drop a resupply off and then drop the troops off. And we can sort of earn more bonuses that way then, so that would be a good thing to do. Still pretty close on tickets though. I mean, we're 274 to 276, so we're doing pretty well there. So let's see if we can nip back to base and grab a resupply crate. And probably for being greedy, I'm going to crash now, because I'm trying to do 2 missions in one, but there we go. I don't mind. Karma usually seeks you out and gives you a lesson or two in life, doesn't it? So let's see if we can actually get on these crates.
Any available air elements, we have ground forces requesting
Here we go.
transport.
Here we go. So we get on and pick up a crate and hope the resupply request doesn't time out. So, are we going to get it in one go? Yes, we do. That's cool. That's good. So let's get off and let's flag up the other resupply request. They don't want it anymore. Just love it when they do that. Okay, well, I've got a full crew, and I don't know where they're going. So what I'm going to do is that camp is taking. So I'm just going to put a shift and click to put a sort of personal waypoint on that, and we'll fly over there. We'll take our luggage with us. Someone might want it. You never know. On the way there, someone might say, "I don't suppose you've got any duty frees," and we can drop them off some duty frees as we go over. So often that happens. Again, this is sort of the multiplayer support engine kicking in, and it basically says when they've captured an objective, then they'll redo all their tasks. So you can see we've got loads of tasks up there again now. So anyway, we can always just like dump off the supplies somewhere if we need to. It doesn't, they're kind of expendable. Oh, there we go. They want them now. Hang on. Well, that's right over the other side of the map now. So we got a medevac. It's all kicking off now. So okay, we'll just dump the supplies. I think we'll just dump them off now. I don't need them. So we'll drop these guys off. Hopefully our medevac guy will survive. We're beating them down on tickets now. 274 to 248. So that's pretty good. There's only one flag. We haven't even had any sort of CAS missions called in yet. So again, I've let my altitude run away with me here. So I'm way too high, which is not good. So it just means it's slower to get back down to where you need to be. But that's all right. We've got some time. We're giving them a hand. If we take checkpoint A, I keep saying that. I need a buzzer every time you say checkpoint when you mean sector. And let's hang on. Oh, there we go. Let's land.
Update. Ground forces no longer in need.
There we go. All right. So have we don't still have a medevac showing, but then I guess they're task switching maybe.
Be advised. Ground forces are reporting themselves clear of the
We've got all the flags. That's unusual. I've never usually do that quickly. So it must be. I don't know, we've got a vehicle there, they'll probably reuse that. Alright, something else we can look at on the map. If you look on the map, you can see we've got these yellow vehicles showing. There's one over here at bunker 90. Let's head over there, because what the ground forces will do is they'll flag up sort of scrap vehicles. So if you've got vehicles that are abandoned, they get flagged up on the map. And then what you can do is you can go and pick up those vehicles and take them back to base, take them to the repair pad, and have them repaired. And you also earn points for that as well, that's getting a new vehicle. So let's go and have a look over here, see what's going on. See, they might need some help, you never know, they might be being overwhelmed with attacking ground forces here, so they might welcome some guns as well. So let's just go and have a squiz. Oh, there's loads of jeeps there. Loads of enemy jeeps. Are they live or... oops. Flying straight on past. There we go. Well, we've got some trade over here then. So hopefully you'll see our war effort go up as we start to slot a few enemies. So I'm just going to loiter around here a little bit and see what we've got. It looks pretty quiet actually. So alright, I want to go and see if we can steal one of these vehicles and take it back to base. Now it's a bit of a lottery if you actually grab an enemy vehicle and steal it, because what I find is sometimes when you get it back to base, oh yeah, there's one down there. Sometimes when you get it back to base, your guys think it's still an enemy vehicle, and then they'll instantly turn on it. But we'll give it a go, see what happens. It's quite funny when it happens anyway. So let's see if we can pick it up. So we're going to steal an enemy vehicle. There's an enemy soldier in it. We'll give him a good burial. Send him back to his homeland with full honours. And I'm heading over there. I want to head to base, so we just put a sort of waypoint on our base. Something else I've done as well with this, when I was coding this, I put in an actual feature which is base pop smoke. So if you do base pop smoke, you might not see it yet. But what that does, that gets your friendly base to pop smoke, like it describes, I suppose. And that's quite useful, because if you're way out, sometimes with these maps, even if you know the map, you get disorientated and you can't remember where your base is or what direction to fly. So if you do that and do pop smoke, then your base it'll pop smoke and you can see it from a long way away. I don't know if it'll still be smoking by the time we get there. Hopefully it will. So look at that vehicle. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, it's got a front tyre missing. There you go, you see yellow, red, blue smoke, so it just gives you a little visual cue as to where your home plate is, as it were. So see if we can come in again. I'm very high, so we need to get rid of some of that height. I can't really do any sort of crazy manoeuvres with the vehicle on anyway, because it'll probably fly up and bash me in the windscreen, which is not really what you want. So what we want to do, basically, get this vehicle, and we'll lower this onto the repair pad. Eventually when we lose enough height. I know, I'm not flying very well. I'm sort of trying to do too many things at once. I'm trying to sort of play Arma and breathe at the same time. That's always difficult. So we'll get this, basically get this within, there's a ring of cones, you might not be able to see it, road cones around this marker, this pad. So as long as you get it within there, then the repair guy will come over and fix it. So let's just get a little bit lower, get a little bit more in the middle. I don't want to sort of drop this too high. So there we go. That'll do. Alright, so let's see whether they turn on it. There he goes. So there's a repair guy. He's going to get in the Jeep and he's going to repair it. Let's take a look. Well, there we go. He's repaired it. And what he'll do now is he's going to deliver that off to a little drop-off point. Just over there. He'll drop that off and then he'll go back to his repair shack and have a cup of tea. And you've got yourself one nice new shiny vehicle you can use, and you've earned some more effort as well. So you can do that with vehicles all over the map. So say if you look on the map, you see these little yellow icons. They show you where there's a vehicle to be had. Actually, there's a... Oops. Oh, we've still got a supply mission over there. So yeah, you can find out where vehicles are and you can go and steal them. And so that's kind of why I use this Chinook quite a bit. Sorry, not a Chinook. Because it's good at heavy lift. And sometimes if you fly the Not a Ghost Hawk, that just doesn't want to lift up Jeeps sometimes. Sometimes it'll pick up a Jeep and sometimes it'll just like struggle and fail to get airborne, and for some reason the Jeep's got like lead in the tyres or something and it can't be lifted. Whereas this can lift pretty much anything, so that's why I tend to fly this really. I mean, you fly what you like. There's I say there's not a Black Hawk back at base. If you want a bit more agility, that's, you know, it's good for transporting. And someone else wants a supply mission. Are they closer? No, they're further away. So yeah, that's pretty handy. The Ghost Hawk, if you want a bit more agility, you can throw it around a bit more. And there's also the small helicopter. I can't remember if it's a Pawnee, is it? The small one. I forget the names of them, so the memory's not very good on that sort of stuff. But it's, yeah, it's a small little helicopter. That starts the mission with a couple of scalpel missiles. I'm sounding American now. Missiles in America, missiles in the UK. So that's quite fun as well. You've got 2 scalpel missiles, so you can go off and do some CAS missions as well. But just be warned with that, if you crash that helicopter, it will respawn with the sort of the guided rockets. Or unguided. Anyway, you lose the ability to have these nice, big, powerful scalpel missiles if you crash that helicopter. So we've got our supply drop here. They should get that because they're sort of fairly static. So we can drop that and hopefully they'll pick that up okay. It looks like he's wounded actually. You probably turn it on medevac in a minute. So let's drop the supplies. Hopefully he'll be grateful, get his duty freeze, give us some war effort, and we can. There we go, we've got a close air support coming in now, awesome. Alright, so they're going to be close to us as well, so they're going to be coming in quite close. And that's an attack helicopter coming in. They're good, they usually do quite a lot of damage, so if you find like now where they've got 4 flags, we've got 2, the close air support usually comes in and sorts that out quite well. They're quite effective, so that can be a bit of a... I'm getting shot by someone there. Who's that shooting? Oh well, incoming missile. I've recoded as well with this. I recoded the missile warning system, so I don't know if you noticed that. So Because what I found is the sort of standard missile warning, you can't hear it. You know, it's so quiet. So I've redone this one, and also it does auto chaff as well. So when there's an incoming missile, which we've got another one still. I hope I can shake that off. There we go. Yeah, so when you've got an incoming missile, you get like a much louder radar warning sound. What's going on? Is it an auto hover? That's all right. Somehow got itself an auto hover. I pressed the wrong key. I pressed X in the panic of the missiles coming in and put the helicopter on auto hover. So
Be advised, ground forces
confused me.
reporting negative on that transport request.
So yeah, so with the radar system, let me just get landed because I'm just faffing around in the air at the moment. So with the radar warning system, you get that much louder sound, and also you'll get auto chaff. It'll kick off a round of chaff the minute you get targeted. All right, so that's good. You see some smoke around the place. That's usually a good sign, because that's probably enemy vehicles on fire. So that'll slow them down a bit, hopefully. And then we'll get a mission here to drop these guys off. And take another flag, hopefully. Where we go.
You are clear for takeoff.
That's sector F, I think that one. It is. That's good, because that's really sort of close behind enemy lines, that one. So that's a good one to take. Because when you take it, you're going to divert all the enemies back to trying to retake that flag as well. So that pulls them away from the front. So we'll fly in here. Start to slow down quite a way out, because it's easy to overshoot this one. Mind you, I can overshoot anything. You give me any target and I guarantee I can overshoot it like no one on earth. So let's come round in here. And we'll get some more war effort. Make sure there's nobody lurking in here as well. That's going to spoil our day. As I say, you'd be amazed how quickly an enemy AI could... Oh, there is a load of them in there. That's not good. Alright, we're going to die again, I think. But I'm going to try and get them on the ground before we do. So let's see if we can survive. Oh, they're behind a wall. That might shield us enough. But at least we can unload the cargo, get the war effort, and then get a bit of distance and take them out. There we go. Right, let's get some distance. Okay. So if I get some distance, then I should be able to get safer and give them some yeehaw. Excellent. Right, we've got two NATO A10 coming in now, which is really good. So that'll be some more. I've got engine red. We better get out of here, really. I'm trying to kind of fight these guys, but as I say, you'd be amazed how weak a couple of miniguns are at times. So we need to get back to base. So I don't know if that marker's on base. Yeah, that marker's still on our base. So we've got 5 kilometres to get home. But hopefully we'll see some of these friendly NATO A10 aircraft coming over. There they are, seen in the distance.
Any available air elements, we have ground
nice.
forces requesting transport.
That's what we like to see. And you'll hear the lead calling rifle when he fires a ground missile, which usually means that the enemy are actually one less vehicle in the game, which is really good. I'm just flying up high again. I do this, I lose control of my altitude. So, we're still beating them quite well, 259 to 140, I'm happy with that. You get a nice, you get a decent length of game with this. If you play the multiplayer ones, single player, sort of like, well, not single player, but on your own, they can be over in like 10 minutes because they just hammer you. They will kill you. But this, you can get a, hour and a half game out of it quite easily.
Update. Ground forces no
So
longer
let's see if we
in
can
need of
land
transport.
without completely destructing. So that's always a bit of a fun when you've got engine damage. Worst one's rotor damage. When you've got rotor damage, then the thing gets harder to control. So it's sort of hard enough to land as it is. And with this, I always fly in simplified avionics mode. So I don't know if any of you guys fly in with advanced helicopter sort of simulation, advanced helicopter controls. I've tried it, I always die, but then I often die anyway. But if any of you have tried like the advanced controls or swear by it, let me know, and let me know whether it's worth like persisting learning it, because you know, I'm up for a bit of a challenge sometimes. So let me know what you think in the comments. If it's worth me playing around with advanced helicopter control simulation. Oh, we've got ground troops boarding as well, right? So we're getting refueled, repaired. We get a bit of war effort off it. Get some troops to carry into battle, and we've only got 2 flags now. I know. We're still ahead. All right, so we need to pull our fingers out. But that's good. The enemy's had a bit of a malleting now from those CAS flights, so that should keep their heads down a bit, hopefully, and we should see the benefit in a little while, because that should have set them back to base to start all over again. So let's get over here and drop these guys off. There they go, they're on their way home. One of them is, looks like one of them didn't make it. Oh no, he's in the distance. They both made it. Back home for tea and medals.
Ground forces reporting negative on that transport request. Out.
Alright, so again, I start sort of daydreaming and looking out the window. Next thing, I'm at like 200 metres and having to lose all that excess height. Good thing is though, in rearming we've got all our flares back again, so we'll come back over here into Missile Alley. Then we've got plenty of chaff to hopefully defeat any flares that get sent our way. Flares that get sent our way, they can send us flares, but it's more like the missiles we don't like, so we don't want missiles. We've got some enemies down there, so I'm going to stand off a little bit and so I'm getting to target those enemies. I assume they're enemies. Yeah, it's an enemy jeep, so I don't know what my gunner's doing.
All elements, priority message, ground forces in need of medevac.
Well, he's either asleep or he's dead. I think, oh, he's gone. So he didn't last long. I don't think he even pulled the trigger. It's so hard to get good gunners these days. Right, there we go. Square me around.
No longer in need of transport.
And we were damaged again, you see. So we want to take this guy out, because he's probably got like, there's a few of them still down there. So if he's armed with something like a spoon or a spade, he'll probably take us out, because you know they're a bit OP, these infantry guys sometimes. Just trying to hold station and not get too close. How many shots do you need to fire with a minigun to kill someone? Seriously, man. Look at that. I mean, there's probably about sort of $3,000 worth of ammo he just fired and missed with every shot. Kill him.
Any available air elements we have.
He's going to get killed himself in a minute if he doesn't actually just... He's still going. Look, the enemy's still down there. He's still alive. He's still alive. He's dead. Right. Let's see if we can land. This is probably where we blow up, because we've taken some damage now. We probably die trying to land because we're fragile. So what I could do, what I could try, is get these troops disembarked. We'll get down on the ground.
All elements,
I told you. I told you so. Oh, man. Well, hopefully the troop. Well, we got our war effort. That's good. We got our war effort. So we just lost a helo, so we're going to respawn.
Ground forces.
What's the scores on the doors then? 223 to 138, and we're gaining the initiative again now because we've got. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's go and grab. Let me see if I can get out. Let's go and grab a Pawnee. That's what this is. I don't know what this would be in real life. It's
ground forces
not
no
a Gazelle.
longer in need of transport.
I don't know what equivalent that would have in the modern day, but anyway, we'll take this for a flight because we've got some scalpel missiles we can go and play with, and they're always good for taking out a truck or two. And the thing is, if you take out a truck of soldiers, you get all the war effort from that as well, which is always good for points and calling them more airstrikes. Oh, we've got 5 flags now, so the enemy may not be long for this world. That would be good news. Of course, this takes a bit of getting used to after flying a NATO Chinook for so long, which flies like a houseboat. This flies more like a little helicopter, I suppose. A better description. So anyway, let's get over the top here. Let's see if there's any enemies showing up on the map, which there isn't. Okay. But I'm sure we'll soon find trouble when we go looking for it. Oops. Yeah, you look away for a second and your height just goes through the ceiling. So that's pretty good. So let's see if we can find someone to bother. Just need to sort of get an idea of where some enemies are. Got a little way to go yet. Take the height off. Switch to the scalpers. We've only got 2 of them. But that's quite good. If you had too many, it would get too easy. You know, you just be, I did actually play test this with the NATO Comanche helicopter, and that had something like 8 scalpels or 16 scalpel missiles, and that was just so overpowered. You just get back down from outer space again. So yeah, that was so overpowered. It just made the game way too easy. So it's more fun just having a couple of missiles. So there's something moving there. What we got there? Is that that's a big fat enemy truck. So we can lock him up. There's a bit of it's a guess as to where the crosshairs are going to end up. Here we go. See if we get some more effort from that. Whammy.
All elements. Friendly CAS is inbound on enemy positions.
Yeah, there we go. We've got some friendly CAS. So that paid off. Let's see if there's anybody around here we can see.
Ambush 3-2, Blackfoot, Singleton, inbound for CAS.
Blackfoot, that's the name of the attack helicopter. So the NATO Comanche is called a Blackfoot because it's not a Comanche. Can we see anything here? Just looking for some enemy trucks. I'm just going to sort of loiter right out in open sights, ready to be shot at. Can't see anything at the moment. There's something in black in the road there. I don't know if that's a truck or it's a tree.
Be advised, ground forces reporting negative on that transport request.
So I can't see any moving trucks. So we've got anything on the map. Oh, there we go. There's loads on the map. So there's literally trucks everywhere. Let's just shift click and put a waypoint over that vehicle and then see if we can actually see it on the map.
Ambush 3-2, rifle.
See what we got. And, I guess the other guy might take him out anyway. Oh, there we go. He's meant to be over there somewhere. Can you shout if you see him? I can't see him. Oh, hang on. I just took a hit then. No, I can't see him at all. Oh, there's our buddy there in the NATO Comanche. So he's going to be... I bet he can find targets. He's probably got a radar. I don't think we've got a radar. That was an armed Kylin. Zamac transport there. That'll do. Can we see that one? Oh, that's a bit... He's probably... No, he's going to be in sort of in amongst all the shrubbery and buildings over there. But we're winning this. We've got 47 tickets to go at the moment.
Ambush 3-2, rifle.
Is that a truck there?
Ambush 3-2, rifle.
Oh, he's busy. He's having all the luck, isn't he? What's he up to? Looking missiles flying everywhere, smoke and everything. Oh, he's even shooting them up at their own base. Look, right in the distance. He just doesn't care, does he? Meanwhile, we're getting shot at by people with pea shooters, so that's not good. Let's just move on. I'm not having any luck here at all finding things to kill. Probably don't need to. I think I'm kind of superfluous to the war effort at this point. So let's see if we can see that Zamac over here. To get onto it.
Ambush 3-2, bingo fuel. We are RTB.
Bingo fuel and no more rockets left. I'd have thought with that sort of lot. There's a vehicle there. Oh, there's a Zamac right in the camp here, so that'll do. Let's see if I can just lock it up. Oh, I had it and I lost it. The actual crosshair isn't where you think it is, so you have to sort of like try and press the T key slightly below where that sort of sharpied dot on the windscreen is. So let's just come up here, bring it round, so we know where it is now. At least
Any available air elements,
so
we have ground forces requesting transport.
And get it locked up. Where are we? There he is. Guessing where the crosshairs are. There we go. There we go. That's our last missile.
Ground forces no longer responding.
All right.
For medevac canceled.
Do we get any points? Doesn't look like it. It was probably just empty. So I've probably done him a favour actually. Oh, so we're taking some fire. Let's give him some guns. These guns are really rubbish. I mean, this minigun, it sounds rubbish, and
All
it is. It's
aircraft
just.
operating in the AO, be advised, ground
In
forces
fact,
are requesting
I'm just going
transport.
to get back to base and get another helicopter. See, so there's checkpoint C. We want to be over to the side a little bit here. So it's going to take us a while to get back. So you can see, like, this helicopter with the scalpels, it's overpowered. It's not overpowered. It's fun, and you can sort of take a few things out. And I mean, we've almost won this, so we're almost done. Which is cool, because I'm glad I've got to sort of show you everything that I sort of coded into the mission, all the differences, and we got to play with everything. But I think the 6 tickets left. Hopefully we're about to get tier medals. So yeah, just a nice little journey home, really. Let's have a look at the scenery, I suppose. Mission completed. There we go. Well, that went rather well. Like I said, if you want to have a go at this, then there's a link to the mission in the Steam Workshop in the description below. Let's see what we did. Yeah, that's all right, actually. We didn't. Usually the casualty list self-inflicted is much bigger than that, I will say. But yeah, give the mission a go if you like. If you like this kind of thing, let me know. If there's anything you want changed or anything you want added, I can do that. I'm happy to sort of develop this a little bit further as we go along. And yeah, that was good fun and good win all round. So thanks for watching, guys, and catch you in the next one.